How did you start the High on Hog endorsement?
I guess after the Fresno State game, I went there. I was with Noah. Me, Noah, and our families went, and that's kind of how that started. So that's where that came
How
from.
true is it to Texas authentic barbecue?
It's real deal, real deal. Especially with me, I wouldn't lie to you, and I wouldn't just do it. I didn't want to just do an NIL or anything like that. That's just like something I actually like, and it's phenomenal.
Take me through that play at the end of the first half where you were able to maintain your balance and make that great play on the ball to keep the touchdown.
So, they're going fast. They had kept running over routes with the tight end, so I was expecting an over route, and then he planted his foot and went vertical, so I speed turned out of it and got back to my man, and then I saw the ball, and I just got my hand up. I wish I could have got both or one-handed it, but that's kind of what was going through, and just getting back to my man because I saw he went vertical, and I was like, oh, and so that's just how that happened.
KT gets a lot of attention, understandably so, for your D-line, but can you maybe just speak of the importance that Dorless and Popo are doing? Because they play positions where the average fan's going to look at stats and one tackle. Like, it's hard to justify just looking at a box score what they do, but they are playing really, really good right now.
Those two allow for KT to get those one-on-ones because you have to account for them, and they're able to take on two guys and still be able to fill gaps or cause the quarterback to step somewhere, and that's where KT makes some of those plays. So they're super, super, super impactful. And of course, playing D-line, sometimes you don't see everything. But even in the film room, we're just like, wow, that's crazy. I've seen Dorless take on three guys, get them all off of them, and maybe Noah made the tackle. Or Popo just striking guys and getting them off of them. So, huge impact.
Mario was talking about how the freshman linebackers getting holes to fit into. Like, is that what he's speaking of? Is those guys creating those holes for your next level to fill right in?
Right, especially when, playing gap sound defense, when you're able to stay in your gap, and with young linebackers like Jeff, who's been playing phenomenal, he can just go and just shoot that gap and not have to worry about anything. That's also big. So they definitely did a good job of that.
What do you feel like just the development of the D-line and interior specifically has come since your time has been here? Because I was watching the UCLA game and I was just so shocked at just how much bigger your group feels than a normal matchup.
Well, it was good because we have a lot of guys that are healthy. We have a lot of guys that are healthy who've been developing and, almost waited their turns, and they've been ready for this moment. You got a little bit taste of them last year, and now they're guys. They're ready to go, and they felt that this is the year to really prove themselves, and they play with the chip on their shoulder. So that's been huge for them to play and be such an impact in the mindset of them just, like, trying to establish that the front. So
Colorado, a team with not a lot of wins, but what strengths have you seen on their offense?
Quarterback has a really strong arm and can make some really big wow throws. And then, of course, they have some dynamic receivers. Brendan Rice, good receiver, 14, good receiver. So some guys that can really take the top off of defense and are physical, and they do a good job after the catch as well. So that's some things I've seen. And, of course, running back, he's from Texas, so I'm a little familiar with him. But shifty guy, gets downhill, and has true speed. So.
Any important things for this defense to do starting out in this game?
Tackle. Myself included.
Why is that? I associate you as one of the better tacklers on this team.
I know, but that fourth down, I got to make that play. And now, I'm hard on myself, so I have to make that play. So just tackling, because of how shifty their running back is and how physical their receivers are after the catch, just tackling. They're going to make plays, of course. That's football. We're going to limit explosives and just make sure we tackle and get them down.
Mario was talking about the importance of learning to every week to practice at your best, because he said there's no team in the country who's good enough to not play at their best and win. And you guys learned that lesson against Stanford. Do you feel like this team has kind of grown in that capacity across the board since that game?
Absolutely. For one, in those situations, we never lose focus. That's something that we've gained from that loss. And I think, not sometimes losses and bad things are a good thing. They help you later on and down the line. I think that was something that it was. So for us as a team, it's helped us regain focus, lock back in. And every practice has been super competitive. Guys have been physical. We have a lot of guys getting back just healthy and ready for the next step, especially when you have success. In a few games before, we've done good against Cal, UCLA. So momentum's rolling, and we know you want to keep that going. So that's all part of it.